Hey, this is Beatty Carmichael, and I want to answer a question for my autistic and ADHD friends as you're trying to go through the prayer of freedom. Because if attention is difficult for you to stay focused on anything, you'll find that as you go through this, especially in chapter 12, which is where the list preparation is. So you'll recognize this if you've been there, right? You're making lists of different things. And then you have to concentrate on like 18 different categories. And then you have pages of the prayer process. And it's really difficult if you're not able to concentrate and focus. And a friend of mine had a really challenging time with this. He had been labeled as the slow kid in school in early elementary. And he's been on ADHD medicine almost all of his life. And if you're familiar with, anytime you get on a psych med, then something else happened. So then he was also on depression med, and then that messed up his sleep. So now he's on sleep med, and he's just all doped up, and it really messed up his life. He's now in his mid-40s or early 50s. He went through the prayer of freedom, and I'm going to share his secret of how he did it. He said, Beatty, you need to let people know because there are a lot of people like me that can't focus. So I'm going to tell you a secret, but the good news is he's completely free of it all. He has no ADHD, he's on no meds, no depression, no meds. He's sleeping well at night. He's able to concentrate. He texted me just a few months back and said, Beatty, I'm in this study class with my wife, and I read an 83-page book. He was so excited. He actually, first book he's completed, I think, in school. Okay, so it's really powerful. So the first thing that happens with this is, at the beginning of my book, I have a Meet the Author section. And let me see if I can pull it up real quick. So this is right before chapter 1. And the Meet the Author has a QR code. And if you go to that QR code, if you don't want to read the book, there is a teaching I do on legal rights that gives you the big picture of it. Okay, so you go through, watch the video. You don't have to read. And you go, okay, I got the idea. Not the same specificity as reading it, but you get enough to be able to move forward. Then you turn into section 2, part 2, and this is where the list preparation guide and the prayer portion is. So I'm now going to pull it up on my screen real quick and show you what to do here. Okay, so now this is chapter 12, list preparation guide. And if you have this attention deficit, you know that this is horribly confusing, and it takes you a lot of time and a lot of focus. So here's how to do it easily. Rather than doing the entire list and then going through the prayer portion, do the list in individual segments. So in this case, list number 1, parent relationship. Okay, you can go through that, make your list of whatever the parent relationship issues are. Then, once you're finished with that, we're going to go to prayer number 1. And you're going to pray through the first 3 paragraphs like normal. And then you're going to do just the parent-child relationship section, because that's all that you did. So now that's going to break all the legal rights there. And then before you leave, we're going to then go down to the last page of prayer number 1, where you see this horizontal bar. That's there purposely for this purpose. You simply pray through the last 3 paragraphs there. And then you go back up to the list prep and you do list number 2. Come back to the prayer section and you do only number 2, which in this case is unforgiveness, using your list. And then once you finish unforgiveness, you simply come back down to the end of prayer number 1 and go through the last 3 paragraphs. And now you don't have to worry about staying focused. Do it bit by bit. It took my friend probably 2 months to make it all the way through. But he was persistent. It took him a while, but he made it through. And because of that, he's now completely free. So I hope that helps, and hope that guides you and your other friends who may have attention deficits in making it through this process just a little bit easier. Thanks for watching, and be blessed.